This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, happy Friday, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Your top stories in just a moment, but a lot of weather to talk about right now. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. After a not so busy morning, we have an active weather situation right now.
Yeah, we've had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here this afternoon. The heat and humidity combined with moisture in the air, a little bit of forcing in the atmosphere, and we have some strong to severe thunderstorms moving through the area. First, let's talk about traffic, and there actually aren't a ton of slow spots, but there are a few. You can see here at Long Meadow, 91 northbound, also on the Pike in the Ludlow area. Things are moving a little bit slowly. Some of this could have to do with the rain that's moving through the area, limiting visibility and thus slowing down traffic. You can see here on the Pike eastbound near Sturbridge, the usual slowdown this time of day at this time of week as folks are possibly going east on the Cape to the Cape, and also some slower traffic in the area on the Pike in the Blandford to Otis region. Also, there has been some heavy weather there. So let's get to that weather, shall we? And show you that there's a heat advisory in effect now until 7 o'clock tomorrow evening for central and eastern Hampden County and also for southern Berkshire County. We've had temperatures that have been up near 90 today. In fact, we're still near 90 in Orange at 89. Low 80s right now in the lower Pioneer Valley where there are some thunderstorms happening. And the humidity, once again, is a problem. Look at that, a 77-degree dew point right now in Greenfield. So some very soupy air out there, and the clouds and radar showing the result. We've got this batch of showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be severe with some lightning and some strong gusty winds and some heavy downpours. So be aware that the lightning certainly can be a problem. We also could see some flooding, especially in rural areas from the heavy downpours. One batch now, another batch coming through a little bit later on tonight. We'll update you on what the weekend looks like with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Vice President Kamala Harris has won enough delegate votes to secure the Democratic presidential nomination. The DNC announcing today that she received a majority of votes in the party's ongoing virtual roll call. The committee will not make an official announcement on those results until the vote is complete Monday evening. Harris is running unopposed for the Democratic nomination after President Joe Biden dropped his re-election bid and endorsed her last month. Job growth in the U.S. slowed much more than expected during July, with the unemployment rate ticking higher. According to the Labor Department's report, non-farm payrolls grew about 114,000 for the month, down from 179,000 in June. That's below the Dow Jones estimate for 185,000. The unemployment rate ticked higher to 4.3%, its highest since October 2021. A new piece of legislation meant to reform how a family is defined in Massachusetts law was passed this week. The bill would clarify parentage definitions for families who use reproductive technologies to have children. It would allow children, regardless of their parents' race, gender, sexual orientation, or marital status, to access the security of legal parentage. The bill now awaits Governor Healey's signature. Justin Timberlake's license has been suspended in New York after his arraignment this morning. Timberlake appeared virtually and pleaded not guilty. The judge suspended his license because he refused to take a breathalyzer test when he was arrested for DWI in June. The suspension is only valid in the state of New York. The judge also threatened Timberlake's attorney with a gag order for comments he made outside of court last month. The next conference date is set for August 9th. Back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. An active evening out there, Brian.
Yeah, really great. You can see here that we've got some showers on radar. And by the way, keep in mind that at any time you need to see the radar. And in fact, this evening will be one of those nights where we're going to have some showers and storms around. The radar is updating on the 22 News app on your mobile device and at wwlp.com 24/7. So showers and thunderstorms now moving through Hampden and Hampshire County. A couple of scattered storms over Berkshire and Franklin County as well. And then off to our west, we've got some more showers and storms that'll be moving through here during the evening hours. So 5 o'clock here this afternoon, you can see a batch of showers and thunderstorms. Again, best way to stay a step ahead of these is to keep an eye on the radar on the 22 News app and on wwlp.com. Another area of showers through about 9 o'clock, and then Overnight, it's relatively quiet. There could be an isolated shower here after midnight, but for the most part, we're rain-free. Another warm and humid day here tomorrow with temperatures up near 90 degrees. Noontime tomorrow, some sunshine, and then another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms is possible here as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours here tomorrow. You're not seeing much on the Skycast, but I do expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms here tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And the same goes for Sunday. We'll talk about that on 22 News at 6.
An invasive species was found in Springfield by a 22 News viewer. Massachusetts Department of Agricultural Resources confirmed that this was a spotted lanternfly. The viewer told us that they caught the insect on Boston Road. The insect has also been spotted in Holyoke, Worcester, and parts of Connecticut. More information on what to do if you see this spotted lanternfly on our website. A statue honoring country music icon Johnny Cash will be unveiled in the U.S. Capitol next month. The statue will be the second of an Arkansas native in the Capitol, the first being civil rights leader Daisy Bates. Cash was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1980 and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992. He died at the age of 71 in 2003. The unveiling ceremony will take place September 24th. Now for a look at what we are working on for 22 News starting at 6 o'clock tonight after daytime Olympic coverage. Formal sessions wrapped up yesterday morning in Boston. We'll have a look back at the past week on Beacon Hill with our State House Spotlight. Plus, Puffer's Pond in Amherst closed last week to swimmers due to the presence of E. coli bacteria. We'll have the latest from the town on when it could possibly reopen. Also in Amherst, UMass football hosting their first practice ahead of the 2024 season. We'll take you to the field.
One last check of traffic with showers and thunderstorms moving through the area. There could be some slower than usual traffic with limited visibility. Give yourself a little bit of extra time. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible here through 9 o'clock tonight. We'll talk about weather for the weekend on 22 News at 6.
Brian, thank you, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Again, we're back on TV tonight starting at 6. Local news and weather anytime on our website and the free app.